Hello and welcome everybody to another non-event week in Pokemon Go. How have you guys been doing? Because, I don't know, I felt complete lack of purpose and drive this week, and not only that, I've become a victim of Pokopia. That's that. But today I wanted to get out about because it's been beautiful here in the UK, and we've got Kyogre back, Shadow Latios, and a bunch of other raid bosses like Sinistea that I haven't actually got the shiny antique form, so there's a few things to chase in the raid, certainly. We'll see what goes on. But I would like to start off with a thanks to Lachlan. We organised a remote lucky train. We've been lucky friends, God, for like nearly 3 years or something like that, maybe less than that. But he wanted an unknown shiny C, needed to complete it, and I was originally going to go for a Litwick. But when going through his collection, I saw he had a spare unknown shiny W, so I decided to take that instead and see if we could swap those unknown goodness. It didn't come out all that good, but it was a brand new shiny unknown for myself and for him, so Lachlan, mate, thank you very much for prompting me with that remote lucky trade. So that ticks that one off for today, did that first thing this morning. And we're now here with a Shadow Latios, fully completed. Thank you very much to the folks who jumped in with Cicatrix, Liquor Queen, and Mrs. Mawini from the Gold Tier Patreon podcast. There's a very fluffy cat coming this direction. Let's see if we can get that on camera. Let's check and see. Not a Shadow Shiny in 2063. Very bad. I've been seeing people getting Shadow Hundos of this thing, so that's kind of what I'd like to get, potentially. Can we see? Down there? Very fluffy cat. Oh, it's coming here. Hello. It's a good vibe, though. First ball catch. I'll take that, thank you very much, with complete useless throw. Not even purifiable in any sense of the word, so let's throw it away and just see if we can get some good bits and pieces, because I would say, let me know how Kyogre has been treating you. Yesterday, I did 9 remotes for it, and 3 of them were shiny. So thanks to these folks here who gave us the RSVPs and the invites. We had our very first raid from Barside 2, gave us a shiny Kyogre. 2 raids later, Gabriella B from Sweden, shiny Kyogre, and a couple of raids later, Fuzzy Duck 90 from the Patreon squad, shiny Kyogre. So I can't quite believe that RNG, and there's the unknown W. Let me know if there's anything specifically you guys have been doing this week, because honestly, the non-event week in March was okay. It was like a nice refresher. All right, we had Regidrago, I could chase that. Now, literally 2 weeks later, we've got another non-event week. Luckily, Tuesday is the start of Sustainability Week with a brand new Pokemon, brand new shiny, and a bunch of other stuff. We know that Steel Resolve is coming at the end of April. We've got Orthworm with a brand new shiny debut in 3-star raids. We've got a cool takeover with shiny Varoom that's coming to 12-kilometer event eggs at the end of April. There's some good stuff coming up, but I've got to be honest, we said this on the podcast this week. We can listen to that episode on Sunday after Tinker Tink Community Day. Episode 270, we were joined by Billy Lutz, the Trainer Club, for this one, and had a good old natter, because honestly, this week would have been perfect if they put Fashion Week in here. Rather than just having a raid day, put a proper Fashion Week event here, and we would have had actually some content to cover. But let's remember to get our stamp for the day, and actually see if we can pull anything from field research. We did do a fair few Trapinch on the Monday just to kind of tick off some stuff. Oh, we did pick up a shiny Dedenne. I completely forgot to mention. I don't think I even screen recorded it, so there you go. Got a Dedenne shiny, and a Pikachu shiny, and an Execute shiny. I don't know if I screen recorded these. If I did, they're over there. But yeah, Execute wasn't particularly good. The Pikachu obviously wasn't particularly good. But the Dynamax Trapinch is here for this week, and honestly, nothing massive to note. It's a little while later, but we've got ourselves a Daily Incense in shiny Oddish, and it is actually cloudy boosted, so we'll get that in an Ultra Ball and see. It's first shiny in, well, this video, I guess. I guess it is. But that's the thing of no event kind of opens up to see what's available. If everything is a full odds thing, it's all a fair game chase. Is Oddish and its evolutions good for PvP? 4-15-15. Splendid thing. Shame we went the G-Bird, my friend. I've never had a lucky one. Would you believe it? Some Oddishes over the years. Of course, I had a research day back in 2023. Actually, while we're here on camera, let's check. This is 7 fire type for a Charmeleon. Obviously, everything has a shiny potential these days. And Go Pass. Got the premium one. It's a lucky trinket for this month. It gives you an Entei at the end of it, but I'm more interested in the Shadow Entei raid day that's happening at the end of April. End of April, everything seems to be going down, but I'm going to fill up my item bag. D-Max Hatena, 358, I think is pretty bad. My phone is, for some reason, lagging to all hell. We got a Tepig that's not golden. I think, honestly, I'm just going to give a quick point of view now while I cash this Tepig, is that last time, 2 weeks ago, when we had no event, it felt a bit better because Regidrago, we had D-Max Regice, which was new. Regidrago needed a hundo of. This time round, there's no new D-Max Legendary to counter with this week. Kyogre's been here a long time, and personally, I have a lot of good IV Kyogre. I have myself even a schlundo of it. The raid game, though it's good for myself personally, it doesn't give me anything new to chase, and D-Max Trapinch is not quite as alluring as, shall we say, that's not a shiny Slowpoke. Got a shiny Slowpoke this morning in Pokemon Sleep, if that matters at all. If we had a D-Max Legendary now, that would be ideal. D-Max Regirock is coming, I think, in 2 weeks' time. Combi, you are not shiny, you are the male one, so you can't even evolve, but it is Boosted Dust. Actually, speaking of Boosted Dust, don't forget it's Triple Catch Stardust 4, not the Wooper Community Day, thankfully. Let's not get a rerun of that. Tinkaton Community is Triple Catch Dust, so make sure you get star pieces on people. And Tinkaton should be an easy one to catch and get a great throw on if you're going for the XP as well. Ooh, we've done 7 water types, fabulous. We get ourselves a Jumpluff that's not shiny, no surprise. Hopefully that stays in the ball. It did, and a D-Max Roggenrola. I was going to say Regirock because I've got it on the brain, but no, it's a Roggenrola. That's the Go Pass completed up to rank 30, so that ticks that off. And we've got a fly in my face. It's a Blastoise, lovely, not shiny or D-Max or anything. And this one is the Wartortle, so it's kind of just like a general thing. Ribombi. It's not pink. Did manage to get a few people to jump into this Latios Shadow. If you're looking for that 2178, 2076. Oh dear God, this is bad. Thank you, Escantidor, SHL something or other, and myself, whoever else was in there, thank you. It is not the turquoise one. I've done quite a few of these battles and not got anything, so yeah, it's RNG at the end of the day. Not a first ball catch. You know why? Because we don't have a white fluffy cat next to us. It's a very attacky thing being a Shadow Legendary. Oh, there we go. Third ball, fourth ball, can confirm. Hopeless. So in the bin you go. What I did want to quickly show you guys, if you didn't see across socials, I'm not sure if it came through push notifications in the game, but we've got this costume coming to the in-person Pokemon events for GoFest this year. Pokeball baseball cap Caterpie is going to join the different visored Kanto starters across all of the in-person ones in Tokyo, Chicago, and Copenhagen. Shame it's not Cowboy Hat Caterpie. Not sure why they couldn't do that, but I think this one is absolutely fantastic. Epic to see that thing come into the game. I absolutely love it. Really good to chase. And also, I'm happy to confirm that finally, I will 100% be in Chicago for the Go Fest there, and I'm very excited because never been to Chicago before. It's the OG location for the Go Fests, so that's why I wanted to go there. Copenhagen for now is off the table, unfortunately. We're just doing Chicago, so folks in America, I will see you out there. Took a little while to get a few people interested in doing this Kyogre raid, but thanks for making it a quality trio with Surging One and Darby Russ for helping out with this trio Kyogre with a minute left on it. It is not a pink one. Ooh, 2341, that's a 96, and we know that because we had a shiny with a background when it was here for the Road to Kalos stuff. And it's a first ball catch, thankfully. Goodness me. I don't know why my screen recordings were being so difficult, but yeah, there you go. 15, 15, 13, not too shabby at all. We did manage to cobble together a crew of 4 for this other Kyogre, and I know I'm wasting my Daily Adventure Incense, but I've got Aurora Time down. 2296 is what I saw. 3 shinies in 9 raids. Probably means I'm gonna have to do another 100 before seeing a pink Orca again. It's not the end of the world, but I just need Kyogre XLs. Well, this is truly unexpected given the event we just had. It's a shiny Dedenne from a field research task. That's a random field research task, which, as it turns out, people, has catch 7 different Pokemon species. I don't know if the Dedenne boost is still active, or I've just got very lucky with it recently. 775, I think it was. I'm not sure if it's overly good. Let's see. Yeah, it's a mid 3-star, but not the worst, to be honest. It's a great shiny at the end of the day. Beautiful. At least we've had a couple of shinies from wild spawns and research and things like that. Do we try and get ourselves a Shadow Shiny Cacnea? Potentially, yes. There's definitely a sort of aimlessness to walk around with this one, because I'm going to be honest, Walpole's Nest is Natu, not very exciting. I didn't even pay attention to what Lammas was. Thank you, Aragnot, for the invite. I will definitely join the Kyogre. Got another in-person Kyogre completed. Trioed with mild difficulty, thanks to RDZ and Berthold, of course, in the Patreon squad. Trio, can it deliver something good? I don't even know the number because 2282, fantastic. I literally fainted out on my Pokemon. All 6 died just as we completed it, so it gave me just a black screen and it's like, hey, you won. Fantastic. And a first ball catch. I wonder if we've got enough time to jump in the Delmise that's right here. Just about 3 minutes. Do have this shiny, even have this 100%er, so just need the combination of the 2. We didn't get anything on the Delmise, but 2 Kyogres later, it's crashed. That's fine. The raid's here for a little while. Don't you worry. You probably know what it's going to be. Oh, I love the plight of AR and everything like that. Hopefully it doesn't tell me that I'm too far away. Kyogre, load back in. And there we go. Pink, shiny Kyogre. Fantastic. 2320. Not going to be spectacular, but it's our 4th shiny in, I think, under 20 raids, which is actually insane. My question is, game, where was that RNG when it had the background stuff? 5XL for the catch. We have got Mega Slowbro down to get the water and the psychic boost for Latios if we ever get around to doing any of those. Perfect for a trade, to be honest. Lovely. Oh, and speaking of Latios, there's one right here. Good RNG. In fact, double Latios right here. I was actually able to squeeze a lobby of 9 of you in here. Fantastic. 2642. Was it 2723 for your weather-boosted Hundo Latios? Worth keeping that in mind if you're going to do them over the course of this month of April. Since it's going to be terrible, it is not. So we'll fight this off camera and get the other one up the road done, I think. It's just turned into a raid sesh. It just so happens all the legendary raids are now popping. I was hoping to find the odd Sinistea here and there. In fact, we'll catch it with a second ball that actually landed. 5XL for the boost. 2-starer. It's going to go to the bin, people. Bloody purified gems in the way. And no, I don't want to use lucky eggs for something like that. Well, I guess I got to do something now for XP. Before we look to finish up today's little grind, a big thanks as always to the wonderful Patreon squad, and welcome to some fresh faces to the Patreon as well. Thank you very much to each and every one of you for all that you support through that platform, because it means, yeah, Chicago can happen this summer. That wouldn't be a possibility. And all the travel we've done in the past and everything we do here on the channel is a massive thanks to all of you guys. Appreciate all the support. And every single one of you hits that subscribe button, throws a like, comments, and interacts on the socials, etc. All a key part to play here. So thank you very much for allowing me to do this and bring you the Pokemon Go content. And I think we'll finish up with one more Kyogre and one more Shadow Latios dotted around here. 2309. So not spectacular. Of course, keep your eye out for the 2351 Hundo. And includes Groudon next week, of course, if you're gunning for that one. Will it be not a pink orca? I'm not surprised, I've got to be honest. I will remote these and raid them a bit more, because hey, it's never a bad thing to pick up more XL candy. But before we do the Latios just over there, I did say at the beginning of the video, let me know, and obviously I say again, let me know what you think of this like non-event time, because I felt like the one in March was better situated. I've got to be honest. We just come off the back of 2 pretty decent, I think, events. Certainly the Ditto Pokopia collab event. That drained resources. So it was actually quite nice to have a week of not necessarily chasing anything, but just to be able to restock on items. That was my point of view on it. And it also gave me a chance to go through my collection video and kind of brainstorm ideas and have a bit of a reset. But this is 2 weeks later and we've got another dead space in the calendar. And what makes this one, I'd say, more prominent is the fact that there could have been an event, and instead we got a raid day event for fashionable Pokemon, which a lot of you I saw in the comments either had some very good luck, or some people had, I suspect, some pretty bad luck with no shinies or 1 shiny out of like 30, 40 raids or something. That's raid day, unfortunate RNG. It's never gonna change, it's never been different. But we had a 3-hour Saturday event for raiding fashionable Pokemon. We could have had a full week like we used to taken up right now. And I'm sure a load of you guys out there would have preferred a full-on Fashion Week event now rather than just a 3-hour event window. I certainly would have preferred a proper event because it's one of my favorites, and I'm sad to see it not making an appearance. Sizzlipede, wonderful. $5.99 I think for the Egg Hundo from my rough memory. It's not necessarily like a bad thing because it means I've been able to dive into Pokopia, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I'm really enjoying that game. It's incredibly relaxed and chilled. Podcasts are still a thing, but you notice I didn't make a video on Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, anything really. And we won't make another video until the Saturday with the Tinkerton Community Day, because there's not even, as I said, there's not a new D-Max, there's no new Legendary, there's literally nothing new to chase this time round. And I think it's honestly a big oversight on Scooptic Skyantly's radar. By the way, for any of you guys who are drum and bass fans, I know some of you are, if you go to Wilkinson's live stream or his video, his show from November, which was performed at Alexandra Palace, I think skip through to about 1 hour 18 or so in there. You might see me with an Eevee hat on. Francesca just let me know. So there you go. Well, that Latios actually despawned while I was struggling to catch the Kyogre from last clip. So finishing up with another Kyogre raid of, I think it's exactly the same, 2309. Let's see how good it's going to be. But of course, let me know if you managed to get anything in this off time from Pokemon Go. And are you excited for Com Day for Tinkerton? Triple Dust, newish, shiny. I'm very excited. Not a pink orca, and it is exactly the same, 2309. I do have a Hundo Tinkerton, and I of course have the Lucky 96 that we lucky swapped with Dunkers over the course of Go Wild. It's going to be pretty much a brand new shiny, and I'm very, very excited. Don't know how useful it's going to be, but it will be one of the few first times we've been able to get one without hatch or raid 10-10-10 IVs. Only twice, I think, before has it been available in the wild to be able to get lower random IV spreads. So potentially PvP. It's got a decent typing of Steel and Fairy. I don't know how long this Kyogre is going to take to catch, so I will wrap up here and say if you enjoy this piece of content, please do stick around for plenty more by hitting that subscribe button. And yes, there'll be more good stuff because Sustainability Week is starting. We've got more actual events happening, so we'll get back into the groove and the usual style of what we've put out here on the channel. Of course, if you like what you see, please click one of the videos here on the screen for you to continue enjoying. Have a deep dive into my collection, everything I've caught over the last 10 years of playing this game. If you want to have a look at all the stats and everything, it's right there for you. And if you want to have a look at a different grind, something cool over here, sneak peek at that. But I will say, until the next time, people, until Saturday, with some beautiful fairy Stardust times, do take care.